Hey guys, I am sitting here in the floor. I'm always sitting in the floor, it seems, lately. But anyway, I am sitting here about to consolidate some things that are sentimental, some things that just need to be put into a place that's together or whatever, consolidated, so I can put them under the bed. I have some things that belonged to my daddy that I want to put into a bin, and some things that are from when my babies were little. I want to put them into that same bin because I want them to be safe and not, you know, like, well, right now some of it is not in anything. It's just like this. Yes, this is in something, but this was my daddy's case, and it has cassette tapes in it that were his, and I just want to keep them safe. So I don't have many things that belonged to him, and I didn't keep a lot of my children's baby things, but I do have a small amount that I am not willing to part with. So this is what I'm going to do. But first, before I do that, I'm going to just have a little bit of a chat, I guess. Tell you about our day. Well, first of all, we went to the courthouse this morning to do our tags, to swap them over and everything, because it's the month for us to renew them anyway, and we needed to get them swapped over to here. We've been meaning to do it for a couple of weeks, but we just did not have the time to do it, so we made the time today to do it before Jeff went to work. So we went and did that. It was a fairly easy process. It took a little while because Noah had his 2 vehicles, we had our 2 vehicles, and we needed to get all of that done and swapped over. So we did that, and then we ended up, Jeff decided we need to go to the store to grab a gallon of milk and some more water, and we went ahead and got some bananas and some more half and half, because I've been drinking coffee more, so I have less. That's what I use in my coffee creamer that I make, is half and half and condensed milk. But anyway, I have less coffee creamer than what I normally would have had, because I have been drinking coffee more, because quite honestly, just wanted it. And I don't drink coffee, for you guys who have not been around for long, I don't drink coffee to wake me up. Coffee is something I drink because I like the way it tastes. It does not give me energy, it does not wake me up, it does not help me in any way like that. My doctor told me that I metabolize caffeine very fast, and that's why it doesn't give me that pick-me-up. So I could drink decaf coffee and be just as good as drinking the regular caffeinated coffee, because either way, I'm just drinking it for the taste. Coffee does have health benefits too, but I'm not going to get into that. So we went ahead and got those things, came back home, got Jeff, well, we went to eat at a local restaurant, and then we came back home, and wait a minute, that is not the right order. We went to eat, then we went to the grocery store, then we came home. And after we got back home, Jeff went to work after a little while. Noah put on his tags, and they were doing some different things. I don't know if Jeff put on the tags for our vehicles or not. We still have a few days, so it's not a big deal if he didn't. But Jeff went to work, and then Noah and I hung out at the house for a little bit of time, because we had an appointment today to go get our teeth cleaned. Noah and I did. And so we went to get that done. And of course, that takes a little while. And because I had those things to do today, that's why that I'm starting this video late, and that's why it's just gonna be this. I'm not cooking dinner tonight like a normal traditional dinner. It's still dinner, but whatever. We're cooking frozen pizzas because that's what we want, and that's easy. But we went to get our teeth cleaned. Noah's teeth are fine. My teeth are fine, but I had been noticing whenever I floss that there's one spot that the floss will catch, so I have to, instead of pulling the floss out like you normally would, I have to just pull the floss back out. Let's just like let go of one end and pull it out like that, you know, whatever. If it's gross, I'm sorry. It's not gross to me. I mean, it's floss. At least I'm flossing. But anyway, I had noticed when I'm flossing that the floss would catch, and I mentioned that the hygienist noticed it too, because of course they floss your teeth, and she said that she was going to mention it to the doctor. She put a note in, or the dentist, and the dentist, whenever he came in, he checked my mouth. He also checks like your throat. I don't know what he does with that, but he does different than any I've ever come across before. He feels more thorough, but he checks your like throat and your bite and your cheeks and all that stuff. Anyway, I guess like maybe where your tongue, because your tongue, maybe I don't know what he's doing. Like your tongue is pretty big. It goes back pretty far. I don't know how far. I'm not a biologist or human, I don't know human biology. Anyway, so he checked that spot out, and he said that my tooth looks as if it is kind of chipped, and he thinks that's what the problem is. But if we don't get it fixed, it could turn into, you know, it could be a wonderful place for cavities to start, or a cavity to start. So he wants to get that fixed so that I don't get a cavity. At least that's the way I understand it. It's not a cavity now, it's just a chip, and you know, whenever you break the enamel or whatever, that happens. But it's up near the top, so it's confusing to all of us. So I have to go back next week and get that fixed on Thursday, which is fine. It's whatever. I'd rather get it fixed than end up with a cavity anywhere. So I thought it was funny whenever the hygienist was doing my teeth. She started on the side and was going about, she got about halfway. She said, "You ain't got nothing on your teeth, woman." And we talk to each other like we're friends. It's like whatever, you know. I talk to her like she talks, like I talk to you guys, and like I talk to a friend or whatever, you know. She said, "You ain't got nothing on your teeth, woman." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Because I didn't know what that meant exactly. She said, "They're clean." I'm like, "Oh, I try." But I was very surprised that there was no buildup. And I actually thought there would be, because there normally is a little bit of buildup. But over the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 months or so, I've been brushing my teeth at night, especially, longer than what I normally did. And I've been brushing like I've been brushing with a super soft toothbrush. It's not soft, it's called something else, but it's softer than those regular soft toothbrushes. I've been brushing with that, and I've been very careful to brush all over my mouth. Well, I floss, then I brush. Brushing all over my teeth, the front, back, both sides, you know, underside, and all of that. But I've been doing it for a longer period of time and paying very close attention to getting every area. And I brush until I start tasting this weird, like, almost like you would, like, well, I know whenever I get my teeth cleaned, I taste that weird, I guess it's plaque, I don't know. But I've been brushing until I taste that, and rinsing, and then brushing the top of my mouth and my tongue, and I even brush like under my tongue and my cheeks. And I've been just trying to be very careful with brushing my teeth, getting in there more and brushing longer at night. Now in the mornings I brush like 2 minutes, done. But not brushing hard either. I brush very lightly. I'm very gentle with my teeth because I don't want to hurt myself. But I have noticed I have less sensitivity than I did before, and because I think I used to brush too hard. I have less sensitivity, and I also had a very good report today saying that my teeth were very clean for a cleaning. So that was great. So if I have any tip for you today, it will be get a super soft toothbrush. Don't brush too hard. Make sure you floss, and then brush every area at least one time a day. Brush every area methodically. I don't know, but it doesn't take me that long, and it's not that big of a deal, and I want to keep my teeth as long as I can. So I've been very careful with it. I don't know if that's the reason why, but who knows. But anyway, we went to the dentist, then we came back home, and I'm gonna do this, and that will be all I'm gonna do today. But I wanted to share with you guys kind of a little bit of something today and talk to you about that. So I'm gonna scoot this camera back, and I don't know, I might chat while I'm doing this. I probably will. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know how well this is gonna do, but I'm just gonna start putting things in here that I plan to keep. Like, this was one of Noah's little, I actually made this, but it was a little quilt type blanket thingy that he had when he was a baby, and I wanted to keep it. He loved it, so I kept it. And then I've got these. I had them in this Space Saver bag. It's actually a space bag too, but it's busted. As you can see, it's busted. I don't know how it got busted, but I noticed it was like that before we moved, months before we moved. Well, I didn't notice that. Let me get it open. If I can get it open. Okay. Okay, I didn't notice that it was busted until we moved, but I noticed that the air was out of it. But here's a little quilt that we had for our babies, so of course I want to keep it. And the thing is, these are just things, and this was Noah's little blanket. I don't know where Selena's is. This was hers. She had one like that, and this was Noah's. She had a little blanket like that too, that was a different character. And in this, it's an old pillowcase, and it's not the original pillowcase, but this was my daddy's pillow. And I'm not getting rid of my daddy's pillow. Okay, so this was something that I made for Noah in an old wash machine we had. Got rust stains on it. If y'all know how to do you get rust stains out of things, please let me know, because I'd love to get that out. But this is something I made for Noah. I may not have enough room for everything. Okay, here's a little bib someone did. Both of my kids used it. A little pair of pants. They both wore these. I'm not going to be able to put everything in here. Selena's little denim dress. But anyway, I want to put these baby clothes in here. This was the very first camouflage outfit that we bought for Noah. And we looked and looked and looked and looked for it. We could not find any camouflage for a baby. While I was pregnant, we looked and looked, and we found it, and it was so expensive. Back then, Whenever we bought it, it was like $25, I think. That's 26 years ago. It was 20 or $25. That's 26 years ago, so that was pretty expensive. And we didn't have much money at all, but Jeff said, get it. You wanted it. Well, you wanted one forever, you know, ever since I got pregnant, so we got it. These little overalls. And I know some people are like, well, that's just baby clothes, get rid of them. I did get rid of most of my baby's baby clothes, but these were the ones that, I'm not going to go through every single one of them. These were the things that meant a lot. They either came from someone who is no longer with us, or they were something that my children just loved, or I loved seeing them in. This right here was a little measuring thing, but we never did anything with it. It was just like a little decoration, and it looks like it's gotten a little bit messed up or something. But they were just things that our babies wore, that we have pictures of them in, or something, you know. There's something special. And we don't, like I said, we don't have much special things. We don't have many special things from when they were little. We don't have a lot of their old clothes and stuff. We just have some that we wanted to keep. So we did. Noah loved these raccoon pajamas. I don't know why, but he did. Okay, so that's all the baby clothes. I'm gonna put this in there. That was it's Daddy's tapes, and this is a little box that Daddy had, that he had pictures. Okay, y'all are gonna get to see some little Kathy. This was me. I don't know how old I was. Okay, and this is me with one of my daddy's shirts on. Mama could not stand that picture. I was living with Daddy at the time, or maybe I was just visiting, I don't remember. And he just took me as I normally looked to go get a picture taken. He did it the way I normally looked. Let's see, that's the only pictures so far of just me. Here is a picture of my daddy and one of my nieces. Let's see. My daddy and Granny. His mama. He did smile, y'all. He did. He had a wonderful smile. This is my daddy at work. Oh, it's a picture he had of my babies. That's Noah and Selena. We must have been at a birthday party or something. I don't even know whose house that was. It might have been Flora's. I think it was Flora's. One of my sisters. Well, there's me and Noah. See, there's proof I used to be skinny. I mean, y'all don't need proof, but I used to have black hair too. And there's me and Jeff. Oh my goodness. I was laughing. And this is after the kids, because my hair got really dark after I had them. And there's Selena. I can't get it to focus. There we go. I don't know who that was in the back. I think that's Gladys's house. And no, that's not carpet, it's linoleum. That was Mama's house. yeah, that's some pictures he had. An old 8-track. Do y'all know what those are? I know a lot of you do because you're older than I am. But that was one of my daddy's old 8-tracks. And then there's some tapes in here that he had. Oh, there's a picture frame. Oh, that's... I don't know who the two kids on this side are, but I think that's my older sisters, Gladys and Elaine, and that's Flora and Rex. And then I came after them. I was next. But Daddy had lots of pictures and things. I don't know what's in that. Nothing. There's nothing in the envelope. I don't know. I'm keeping it in there though because that's where it was at. But I'm going to see if I can put this in here as well without messing anything up. Because this is like keepsakes. And I know some people say, you know, declutter, get rid of things. There's some things I won't part with. And some of those things are things that belong to my daddy. There's no way I will ever part with them if I can have any say-so about it. Alright, I'm going to move. I'm going to change this over here a little bit. Whenever you lose somebody, things are different. You guys, some of you know that. You know that. A lot of you know that. You've gone through loss. And that's the little bit that I have left of him. I mean, I've got lots of memories. Alright. So now I've consolidated all of that into this one bin. I have another bin there and I'm sorry that was so loud. I'll be right back. Okay, so the next things I'm going to be putting in, or the things I'm going to be putting in this bin, some of them are sentimental, some of them are not. But I don't mind if they're mixed. And yes, they are already in bins, but I feel like if I have them in this big bin all under there in one place, it'll just be easier on me. I may hate what I'm doing right now and I may change it later, but right now I feel like this is going to be okay. This is not going to go on top though. Okay, so in this bin I have like bags, and I know some people will be like, well, just get rid of some of them. I used to have probably about 6 or 8 times the amount of bags that I have here, and like purses and such, and I have gone down to this many. I'd say that's pretty good. So I won't get rid of all of them. And I know there are some women who have way more than me. So I'm not going to feel bad about having a few bags that I actually use. I swap around, I use them. Now this one I might get rid of because it is huge. But one reason I like it is, one, it came from Sam. That's not why I like it. It's magnetic here, and you can put a laptop in it. That's one reason I like it. But I don't love this handle because if you throw it on your shoulder like that and you have it too heavy, it will hurt. I don't even know if you're supposed to put it on your shoulder, but I like the bag. And I think it's real leather. It's supposed to be real leather, but you know, sometimes things aren't. And this one actually came with it. This is a book bag. I've had it for years. And that has my name on it. It's got to be kept by me. That's from whenever Selena was a cheerleader. Alright, so we can use this bin for something else. or possibly get rid of it. I don't know yet. Oh, this is not mine. I can't do anything with this. It's not mine. That's Jeff's. Alright, and then this is like some clothes that I don't want to get rid of because just different reasons. Like camouflage shirts that I will need at certain times of the year. Things like that. That I don't wear all the time, like all year long. But I wear part of the year. So that's why I'm not getting rid of those. They're like wintertime things. I hear tap, tap, tapping. And then, of course, a Christmas shirt. The Grinch. Selena and I both had one of those. More camouflage. And more camouflage. This is just a dress that I probably should get rid of because it doesn't fit anymore, but I love it. And Jeff liked the way it looked on me. So I will wait and see if I lose some weight. I don't have anything else other than like one skirt that's in this that I have that's, well, maybe I'll lose some weight kind of thing. And then this was the dress that I got married in. See how tiny I was? I was so little. What size is it? A medium. I was so little. But it's the dress I got married in. And because it is my wedding dress, I will not get rid of it. And no, I did not put it in there very well. But yeah, it's my wedding dress. I'm not getting rid of it. Alright, and the other thing that I have here are little things that, like, Jeff gave me the little monkey. I don't want to give it away. And then little things that were given to me. Like Jeff gave me the little bear and the little doggy dog. So I'm not getting rid of them. I mean, some people would think it was crazy to keep them, but I'm not. Noah painted this whenever he was little, and I'm not getting rid of it. Big bird. It's not Big Bird, but it's a big bird. Jeff gave me that. I was wondering if he wrote on the tag. And this was one of the first things that he gave me. And this one, little fuzzy bunny. Alright, so that's that. That's all. And yes, we're allowed to have sentimental things. So those two bins will go under the bed. And I still have space if I find more things that I want to put in there that are sentimental. But I emptied 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, you may as well say. And I consolidated them into these 2. And I feel like I'm cutting my head off, so I don't like it. So I feel like that's a good thing that I did, putting it all away in that. Now, like I said, this is not mine. This is Jeff's. I'm sorry for making those horrible noises. Okay, so Jeff called and I decided to get out of the floor. No, the bed's not made, but that's okay. Jeff and I, like, we got up this morning and went straight to get the tags done. But we talked about whenever he gets home tonight, we're going to see about our shoe situation. I don't know if I said this or not, but our closet barely has anything in the bottom of it. That's where our shoes are supposed to be. We just have not put them in there yet, except a few pair of mine that I've put in there. So we're gonna see about that, and maybe get some other things figured out in here. But Jeff's hunting things, they're not going anywhere. We're not, I mean, they're gonna go somewhere out of like the floor right there, but we're not getting rid of them because he needs them. And that's the one thing he really enjoys. That's one pastime that he can do that, I mean, he doesn't have many things he enjoys. And it's something he and Noah enjoy doing. So there's no way I would ever say anything against it. Now, not saying I never have. There were times years ago when I did fuss about it because of me being young and not realizing things that I should have been realizing. But anyway, that's the plan, is work on that. I don't know how this video is going to work out. Hopefully it will be good. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. Thank you for coming along this journey with us. The house is shaping up, and we're finding that we are having to come up with some different storage solutions because this house is different than the other one, but it's working out really well and we're really enjoying it. And there's a lot of empty boxes here, which is great. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. Check the community tab in case there's prayer requests there. If you want to, check it there. We'll check it for other things too because sometimes I put other stuff. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.